Good day, veterans and subscribers. Welcome back to Vets for Vets in the Philippines. Today I have chawheelock with us, and she is a survivor of veteran, which would make her a widower of a Vietnam-era veteran, George Wheelock. And so she's coming on today to share a little bit of her experience of what she had to go through losing her husband and the paperwork that she did with the Veterans Administration back in the United States. And so, glad to have you on today. Thank you for coming and sharing with us.
Thank you too.
So your husband, George, he was a Vietnam-era veteran, and he passed away how many years ago now?
It's almost 3 years now.
Almost 2 years now.
3 years.
3 years
yeah.
now. So when George passed away, can you tell us a little bit of what you had to do for death certificates and stuff here in the Philippines?
Yeah, so when he died, after one day I already called to the VA. I already informed them that he died, and they give me a form, but I forgot what the form is. But if you guys want to do it, there's a you can call the VA, and then they'll be the one to give you the form that you're going to fill out when you inform them that your husband died.
So once you informed it, then you had the death certificate from the Philippine government.
Yeah.
And then you also submitted that to the U.S. Embassy as well.
Yeah. After I buried or something, burial my. After the burial, I fixed or I prepared all the documents that I needed to bring in the Veterans Affairs here in Manila, because you just only go to the closer Veterans Affairs and submit all the forms that you filled up. So after that, I filled up all the form before I go to the Veterans Affairs and bring all the documents that may need it, especially the death certificate. That would be the local death certificate, and also the one from PSA or NSA or something like that from the government, which is from local to make it original.
Original.
Right? Yeah, to make it original. So you have to bring that one there, and also your marriage certificate when you're married, or if you have kids, you will bring also the birth certificate of the kids.
Of the children. Okay.
Yeah.
Then once you filed that, it was probably the VA form 21-534EZ. If you go on to va.gov, they'll list the forms. They also on there will ask. I have an area where you can look up the location you're at. Like here in the Philippines, we only have one VA or Veterans Administration, and that's located in Manila. So it'll give you the address, the hours of operations, and along with the phone numbers and email as far as that goes too, to get in touch with them.
Or you can call them first and arrange
an
appointment. So you have an appointment. Once you enter there, you already have the appointment in the security guard. Just bring ID.
Bring ID.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then, along with that, veterans are eligible for burial benefits. Was you able to get burial benefits for George as well, to help with the paying of the graveside coffin, the headstone?
Actually, if you are closer, to the Manila, they will be the one to provide you, like there's a flag on it, and then the soldier or whatsoever. But I did not do that, guys, because it's hassle for me, and I'm kind of far from Manila. So what I did is I just filled up the form for the flag, and they give me the flag and also the stone to put in on his graveyard. Yeah.
On the grave marker stone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. If you request from the Veterans Administration from the VA, you can have
special
the soldiers come and do the burial service along with. It's called a color guard. They'll come alongside.
And they can burn also in the cemetery. Where's the
veterans?
In the
national cemetery.
Yes, cemetery.
And we do have a national cemetery here in the Philippines.
In Clark.
In Clark, yes.
In Manila.
In Manila. No. So he could have been buried there.
But I didn't
chose to do it in the private burial.
Private burial. Yeah.
Okay. Once you filed the paperwork, then George had a veteran's disability.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah. So you were entitled to survivor benefits.
Yeah, I have the survivor.
Right. So then you receive a survivor's benefits from the Veterans Administration.
Yes.
Okay.
I received. So after submitted all the documents, the VA the Veterans Affairs process all those documents, how much I can get monthly. So it takes 3 months when they process it, and then I receive monthly after the 3 months that they process it. I receive the monthly pension. So I got $735 based on the computation, because he died not a service connected. He died in cancer, which is not connected to his disability, right? So the only thing, if it's connected, I think the more higher pension you get for the survivor.
Yeah. And veterans, you have to keep this in mind, and so that you can inform your spouses and and children. Because children under the age of 18 is entitled to survivor benefits if you're not married. So if you have a child and you're not married, and that child is under 18, they're also. But it's based on your percentage rating, whether it's service connected, how much the percentage is, or not service connected, and what the percentage rating is. So it's really important, gentlemen and ladies that are veterans, that you make sure that your spouses have access to your DD-214. Know your Veterans Administration service number if it's different than your Social Security number, right? So you want to have all that legitimate paperwork around ready for them, so that in a packet, so that if something does happen to you, car accident, heart attack, anything like that that's quick and sudden that you can't prepare for, you want to be prepared in ahead. So have your DD-214. Have a copy of your service VA file if you have it available we should all be keeping that. Any letters from the Veterans Administration that comes to you, because that has a case number on it.
Case number.
Have true original second copies of marriage certificates, birth certificates of yourself and of your spouse and of your children if you have children. Have those kind of documents. They should be in a file, in a folder. Have a color copy of your especially if you're overseas, your passport, the data page of the veteran's passport.
They ask also if you're divorced from the past, you have to have the divorce paper.
Divorce decree. So you really want to have all those paperwork together, because it's really a bad time to be doing that after you've passed away, because you may be the only one that knows where that's at, So
when you die, there's no more problem with the spouse to do it. So to those spouse like me, a survivor, especially you are not a U.S. citizen, so like me, I'm in the Philippines, so that's how you need to do.
And so you'll work through the local Veterans Administration in the country that you're in, like here in the Philippines.
Yes, I went to the VA Manila, and then another thing is also when you go to SSS, something you have to report also that he died.
If they're aged for Social Security.
And also pala the passport. You need to bring the passport.
Of
so your dead husband.
So that you can have it. They punch a hole in it, which invalidates it, but it's still a legal record. And then you receive your benefits electronically deposited to you here in the Philippines. So to receive your VA benefits, survivor benefits, you get those through electronically deposited into your private account, right?
Direct deposit, So what I need to do, guys, they informed me what to do. So I have to open a direct deposit account here in the Philippines. So once after I opened a direct deposit on a bank here in the Philippines, so which is I opened it in Metrobank, because Metrobank has a bank in New York, so it's like an international bank. So it is we have bank here, and also we have bank in New York. So I open it here, and then after I fill up the one, I have already that open account. I submitted that to the VA, so the account will be directed to, the money will be directed to my deposit, to my direct deposit.
So you done that on a direct deposit slip.
Direct deposit.
So that it has they use a direct deposit slip, and veterans we're really familiar with that. So it would be a great thing to have a spare copy of a direct deposit slip, VA. And if you go on VA.gov, you can go right in there and put the direct deposit slip. It'll give you the form PDF. You print it out. And it would be a good thing to have that in a file, because then all she has to do, or he has to do, the widower or widower, takes that to the bank. They put the SWIFT number, the routing number, and the account number. If you're international, you have a SWIFT number. You put that on the form, and then it will automatically come to the bank account.
So when I open that one, when they give me already the monthly the result of the result of the computation from the VA. So because we need to bring this one that they sent from me, like this. What we call this one? It's a.
It's your award letter.
It's a award letter. Yeah, I cannot show it there. It's an award letter. So this is the thing that you're going to show to the bank. So you can open an account. So because they will ask where the money is coming from. Right. So if you show this to the bank, so they will.
It shows them the authentication of where the money is coming from. It's showing us it's to her by name, that it's a survivor's benefit, and that it's coming from the U.S. government via the Veterans Administration.
Yes.
So that gives them the authorization to open up the account for international deposit.
Yes, true. Good.
And there's another section of this that's for widowers that most veterans don't even know about. This really applied for you, where you're a non-U.S. citizen, you're a foreign nationalist, still living in your native country of the Philippines, and this is where George lived at and resided at as well. So she is eligible for a widower's visa, which allows her, basically it's a green card. She has to apply for it. She's eligible for application, which means she still has to go through the approval process for that. And there is some restrictions. It has to be done within 24 months of the time when the veteran passes away, applied for. So you've got a little bit of time, but you have to do it once it passes that 24 months. Then you're no longer eligible for it. So maybe you can explain a little bit what you had to do for that, because you're in the process of applying for that now, right? Okay.
I think before they accepted you live together, I think 6 months. But now I think it's 2 years.
2 years now.
They will accept it when you apply the widower.
Right. What she's explaining is it used to be you had to show proof of being married and living together for 6 months. Pictures, letters, those kinds of things. Now it's 2 years. They require to show documentation in 2 years. But you've been married for 2 years. They ask for pictures, letters, things like that, birthday cards, Christmas things. Okay, so you submitted a packet then.
I submitted because I applied already. I applied and I already approved for that, and we just have to wait for interview, because due to this thing what happened right now, we wasn't able to have a. The process is getting slow. So anyway, you have to apply it within 24 months. The time he died, because if you exceed that one, let's say for example you applied after 25 months, you're not eligible anymore to apply.
It expired after 24
it's
months,
expired.
non-eligible.
It's only 2 years. You need to apply that visa. That's a widower visa.
Right. And that also, if you have children, they're also eligible as well.
Yes, they're eligible also as well. I think it's already counted now, especially if the children are young.
Under the age of 18.
Only one application, I think.
One application, Okay.
So that's what I did. I applied and already approved for that. So those Filipina that were still interested to go to United States and wasn't able to go because the husband died, this is your chance, guys, that you can go to United States even if your husband is died already.
All right. Well, thank you, Trina, for sharing the information you have with us. Listen,
thank you also.
You bet. If you guys or gals have got any questions, make sure you get in touch with us. Leave a message down below. If you like what you've seen, hit the like button, subscribe. We thank you for supporting us and want to welcome all the new subscribers to the channel. Really, really exciting, and thank you for all the wonderful comments. And listen, go out there, check on a veteran. Give a buddy check, see how someone's doing, especially in these times where things are shut down and we lose a lot of veterans every day to suicide. Go out there and check on our veterans, check in on their families. Just sometimes just a quick hello means the world and all. Until the next time, hoorah, and see you later.